Warning, this video has pictures of dead bodies in it. If you're not okay with that, then don't watch. You've been warned. This story is about Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold, who killed 15 people, including themselves, and shot 21 more at Columbine High School in Columbine, Colorado on April 20th, 1999. If you like hearing stories about people who suck, then click the like and subscribe buttons. Eric David Harris was born on April 9th, 1981 in Wichita, Kansas. His mother was Catherine Ann Poole, a stay-at-home mom. His father was Wayne Harris, a KC-135 refueling tanker pilot from the U.S. Air Force. He had an older brother named Kevin. Because his father was in the Air Force, Harris moved around a lot and found it difficult to make friends. Eventually, Wayne retired from the military and the family settled in Colorado. Dylan Bennett Klebold was born on September 11, 1981, in Lakewood, Colorado. His father is Thomas Klebold, who worked as a geophysicist for an oil company. His mother is Sue Klebold, who worked as a counselor at a community college. He was also the great-grandson of philanthropist Leo Yasinoff, a member of the Jewish community in Columbus, Ohio, who left his multi-million-dollar inheritance to charity organizations. He also has an older brother named Byron Jacob. Harris and Klebold met each other in the 7th grade and became close friends. They would hang out, go bowling, carpool, and play the video game Doom together. They both eventually went to Columbine High School, where they would remain inseparable. They were so close that there was a rumor that they were gay and dating each other. This rumor has not been verified. They would participate in school plays, operated video production, and were computer assistants who maintained the school server. They also wore black trench coats everywhere. Some people speculated that they were part of a clique called the Trenchcoat Mafia, but it was later revealed that they were not, and they just liked wearing trench coats. However, they were considered unpopular and were also bullied. After school, they would both work together as cooks at a Blackjack Pizza. On January 30th, 1998, they broke into a locked van and stole computers and other electronic equipment and were arrested. Their records were expunged in exchange for community service and psychiatric treatment. Harris was required to attend anger management, where he tricked everyone into thinking he was cured of his anger problems. Harris wanted to join the U.S. Marine Corps, but was rejected because he was on antidepressants as part of his court-ordered anger management therapy. As part of an economics class assignment, they created a business called Hitmen for Hire, where they would get money for protecting people from bullies. They also wrote violent and gruesome stories in their creative writing projects. Since they were too young to purchase guns, they convinced an 18-year-old fellow student named Robin Anderson to purchase the guns for them. In exchange for her cooperation with the investigation, no charges were filed against Anderson. Harris and Klebold also made their own explosives using propane bottles and materials from a hardware store. On April 20th, 1999, they arrived at the school with guns, knives, and explosives. Their plan was to plant a homemade bomb in the cafeteria. After the bomb detonated, they would shoot and stab students who would run out of the school. They would also detonate bombs in their cars and draw first responders to the scene. They would then shoot and kill the first responders. However, the bomb they planted failed to detonate. They decided to enter the school and start shooting people. Harris killed 8 people. Klebold killed 5 people. They shot 21 other people who managed to survive the shooting. They ended up in the school library, where they wanted to watch their cars explode at noon. Those bombs also failed to detonate. 3 to 6 minutes later, they decided to kill themselves. Harris sat down and leaned his back against a bookshelf and fired his shotgun through his head. Klebold got on his knees and shot himself in the head with his Tech-9. Afterwards, there was speculation about what the motive was for the shooting, but no one can say for sure what the exact motive was. The top theory was that they committed the shooting because of bullying. Some people, including classmates Nathan Vonderow and Alyssa Owen, have said that Harris and Klebold were constantly bullied and picked on. The teachers knew about it but didn't do anything to stop it. There were incidents where fecal matter was thrown on them and ketchup was poured on them. After the shooting, the families of the victims sued the Klebold and Harris families. They also sued the men who supplied the weapons used in the massacre. The families were awarded a total of $2,538,000 to be divided amongst them in a settlement. Dylan Klebold's mother, Sue Klebold, wrote a book about being the mother of a school shooter and has gone on multiple interviews to tell her story. She has also gone on a TED Talk. Harris and Klebold also became pop culture icons that have been referenced in movies, TV, and music. Michael Moore made a documentary film called Bowling for Columbine that talked about the school shooting and other acts of gun violence. A movie called Zero Day was based on the Columbine shooting. They inspired copycat shootings where the perpetrators praised Harris and Klebold as martyrs, heroes, or gods. They also inspired an almost cult-like fandom of people who call themselves Columbiners. These are mostly young women who are sympathetic to Harris and Klebold and have also expressed that they were attracted to them. One of them was an 18-year-old woman named Sol Pais, who was so infatuated with them that she traveled from her home in Florida to Colorado, bought a shotgun, and used it to kill herself. That's the end of the video. If you like the video, remember to like and subscribe. It only takes 2 seconds and it would really help me out. Feel free to check out the other videos on my channel.